Round two, game one is in the books for the Toronto Maple Leafs as they lead the series 1-0 over the defending Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers, and they avoid a Florida Panthers comeback as they win 5-4 over the Florida Panthers. At what cost? Stolie getting injured. And that might be the biggest topic of them all because I went completely all over. How can I say this? I went on a huge spree on the Florida Panthers, hating the Panthers. And remember, I hate the Florida Panthers because the last time when the Panthers hate the Panthers because all they do is get away with everything, play dirty, and never get consequences. And look at this. Bad thing happens. They injure our goaltender. The goalie throws up. He gets stretched to the hospital. Hopefully he's okay. So you have Anthony Stolie who got injured, and he had to be filled in by Joseph Woll out of all players. Joseph Woll. I don't know how I'm feeling about it, but it was a good win. But I hate the injury, man. Also, this was delivered. I think it was a commemorative ticket of the Battle of Ontario between the Leafs and the Senators. This is the game that I attended back in April, and it's actually a really good collection right there. Won't lie, it was a really fun one. But anyways, let's get to the game. Let's get through this game because this one is going to be a good game. The first period went well. It was a pretty good first period, not gonna lie. Only thing was penalty bullshit. That's for sure. To start off the first period, we had William Nylander scoring 33 seconds into the first period, and it is a 1-0 Leafs lead. Pretty good stuff there. So 1-0 Leafs by William Nylander at the first period, 33 seconds in. And then, of course, Leafs take a bad penalty. It was a cross-check on Max Domi. Are you kidding me? He cross-checked Brad Marchand, and you're calling that a freaking cross-check? That ain't no cross-check, god dang it. If it was a cross-check, I would understand, but damn, that was not a cross-check. That was venom. At least we're able to kill off that penalty, thank you, Lord. And, of course, William Nylander scores again. It's 2-0 Leafs by William Nylander and the Toronto Maple Leafs. We're up 2-0 right now. Leafs go on the power play. Okay, good stuff there because we need to do something on the power play. Our power play comes up short with a too many men on the ice penalty, which was so bad it's not even funny. We go on the 4-on-4, and then the Panthers go on the power play, and Seth Jarvis scores. Seth effing Jarvis. No, damn it! I did not mean Seth Jarvis. I meant Seth Jones. I was gonna go on my track record. Seth Jones, pardon me about that, cuts the Leafs lead to 1. It is 2-1 Leafs. Well, that's bad stuff like there. And then after the goal, Morgan Riley responds back on the 2-on-1, and the Leafs up 3-1 over the Panthers. Okay, good stuff there. We go to the end of the first period. The second period rolls around. Now this is where it all came down because of one effing play. Sam Bennett goes in. He just injures Stolie in the head. Anthony Stolie's got hit in the head, interfered with, and there was no penalty. I'm like, come on, bro. That's literally a penalty all day on Sam Bennett. But no, the refs want to just say, I'll let that slide. That was a penalty all day. You're going to call that no penalty? You're not going to give a penalty on Sam Bennett for hitting Stolie, the goalie? It's clear to day that was a penalty all day. But that was literally 100% BS. That was a dirty play. Hope he gets suspended, goddammit. Damn it, I thought Ryan Reeves hitting Darnell Nurse in the face back in November wasn't bad enough, but damn, that was freaking intentional. And there's no penalty right there. What the actual frig was that? But then, of course, the Leafs, score again. Guess who scores? Chris Tanev. It is 4-1 Leafs. Okay, good stuff there. And then, of course, Stolie gets replaced by Joseph Woll. He does not return. And I'm like thinking, Stolie, the goalie, was right. Stolie, the goalie, was having a good night. Had 4 wins, and now we're stuck with this injury-prone Joseph Woll. Oh, and let's bring up Dennis Hildeby. Dennis Hildeby ain't even an NHL. He's not NHL ready. He's demoted to AHL. You kidding me? Great God. I don't know how I'm going to feel about this one. And again, at the end of the first period, at the end of the second period, it is 4-1 Leafs. All right, let's bring it home. Yeah, of course, this is where it hurts because the Panthers make it a 2-goal game, and then of course they made it a 1-goal game, which really sucked in the third period because, oh my God, I do not want the Panthers to make the Leafs blow a lead. You saw what happened in Game 2 against the Senators, where the Leafs were up 2-0, and the Sens tied it up, and then Max Domi scored the OT winner in round 1. Now this is round 2, for Christ's sake, and the Panthers are just chipping the lead away, making it a 1-goal game. And I'm like thinking, oh my God, this is going to hurt the most. We tried everything. We tried having a power play. We couldn't do anything. We were able to do something what we had to do. Walt was able to stop his ground, for God's sake. Oh my goodness. I wouldn't be that surprised because it's so bad. We have to do what we're supposed to do. We were up 4-1 in that game, and the Panthers are going to play hero, making the Leafs blow a 4-1 lead. But then, of course, there's no penalty on Toronto, thank God. Matthew Knies goes on the breakaway, and he makes it a 5-3 game. Okay, that should be an insurance marker, because I swear to God, man, that was 100% a good goal right there. Not another penalty. Good. And within a dime minutes of the game, I thought we were going to seal this game. Nope. Guess who scored? Sam Bennett. Again. The guy that injured Stolie. Now, I don't want to say this because that made me look like a jerk, but I swear to God, Sam Bennett needs to go. Get a suspension. And it's, again, a 1-goal game. And we killed off everything. We killed everything off. We put the Panthers away. We didn't need to let that slide. We avoid a Panthers comeback. The defense was right there. We were stopping the D, making the Panthers look gassed in Game 1. And that is how it ends. Pretty good game thus far for the Leafs for Game 1. That's one game at a time. But what I don't like was Sam Bennett injuring Anthony Stolarz. That guy got, you guessed it, he got, of course, stretched out of the arena, and he won't return. So this is by all means a suspension, because how the frig is that you injure Stolie, for God's sake, and then of course you injure him. That was 100% in a dirty play. That's how I realized about this Panthers team. The dirtiest team in sports. The dirtiest team of all time. And they're the biggest frauds of sports. I mean, what's absurd was the fact that there was no penalty called on Sam Bennett. There was no call on Bennett for literally interfering with Stolie, hitting him in the head. Yeah, that's a freaking dangerous play. But he didn't touch him intentionally. He did. It doesn't matter if it was intended or not. It was a dirty play right there. Kicking the Maple Leafs for God. The Lord. That's two things I've seen with Sam Bennett. The first one was Matthew Knies getting injured by Bennett in Game 2, Round 2 in the Leafs-Panthers series, where I was at Scotiabank Arena and I witnessed Knies getting injured. I mean, what the hell? And then of course he injured Stolie. Way to go! That's some bad crap. And that suspension on Sam Bennett, I mean, that guy needs to get suspended. That's an 8-game suspension by Sam Bennett at best. The Reeves one was so bad I couldn't even stand it. This one is even severe. Give it 8 games, I don't care. Wait, how the heck did my phone freeze? My phone freeze. What the hell? Okay. What I was trying to say is give Sam Bennett an 8-game suspension because that was dirty as hell. Oh my God, even the phone had enough with me with freezed out at the last minute. Oh, I don't care. But again, a win's a win. I just hope Anthony Stolarz is okay. Because I don't want to have to deal with an injury-prone Joseph Woll and an inconsistent Dennis Hildeby. That's what I don't like. What I want is to Come on. I just want my goaltender back, man. I do not want to stick with, well, Joseph Woll. He's not that bad. He was pretty good in game 5 and 6, only to get injured in game 6, resulting in having to go with Ilya Samsonov, which was, oh man, for game 7. Oh Lord. But again, that is what it is. So that's one. That's one down in round 2. We got 3 more to go. That's 5 down. A lot more to go. So 5 down. Okay, hold on a second. 5 down, 11 more to go. Let's do it. So that's how it's all at. So next off, game 2 begins on Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. It wasn't 7. I think it was 7 o'clock. Yeah, because they put the game at 8 o'clock. I wasn't a fan of it. 8 o'clock. I don't understand. The Leafs have gone to 4 8 p.m. games. Okay, and that was in round 1 against the Bruins last year. Saturday, 8 o'clock. Saturday again, 8 o'clock. Game 1, 8 o'clock. Game 4, 8 o'clock. Game 6 and 7, 8 o'clock. p.m., man. Would have been nice if it was 7 p.m., but I don't care. It would have been 7 p.m. Would have been nice. But it is what it is. So, game 2 begins at 7 o'clock. Game 2, round 2 on Wednesday. And I'm hoping to God the Leafs take a 2-0 lead over the Panthers, because the Panthers won't be getting away with crap. Hoping to God I'm right. So let's go, Leafs. Yeah!